always get caught off guard. V&O, what you know, man. We are ordinary people with extraordinary stories, and we are back, man. Tonight, man. We have been on a marathon. First of all, I had Lemoyne, Ralph Lauren Starchild, and now look, that's alternative music, and now I got Black Militia Inc. with Ray Hrobowski. It's been a crazy weekend, man. We had a photo shoot yesterday with Smooch Wallace, man. It's gonna be coming to y'all. Just look out for that one, photo shoot, man. It was sexy. But yeah, man, tonight I got Black Militia Clothing Incorporated, Black Militia Inc.
Yes, sir.
Black Militia Inc., man.
Yes, sir.
I've been trying to catch up with him for a minute. It's my fault, as always. It's my fault. It's my fault, man. He has some dope clothing, man. Y'all stay tuned. You do not want to miss his story, man. To clothing designer.
Yes, sir.
Black Militia Inc., man. Y'all check us out. V&O, what you know, we are still ordinary people with extraordinary stories.
But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream? And we're just waiting in line to wake up? And most people think I'm insane. Once you realize that all the shit you used to care so much about just keeps you a prisoner of your own mind.
Ray, what's up, man?
What's the word,
It's
man?
all good,
How
man.
you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We finally got you in here, like I said before, man.
Yeah, we both been running around.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I knew you before I knew you, bro. Easy O'Hare, Cypher Sick, maybe Street Boy. Who else you got out there, man?
Street Boy Stretch.
Yeah, Street Boy Stretch. I might have seen him with some Black Militia.
Yeah, he had a salute the Street Boy Stretch.
Yeah.
He just did a track out. It's called It's a Go.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had a scene in there. He had the black truck
I
on.
knew it.
And
I
that's
knew it.
love.
I
That's
knew
love.
it,
I got to
yeah.
show him love next time I
Yeah.
see him. I ain't seen him in a minute, but it's always love when I see him.
Yeah. What's some of the other people you see out there wearing Black Militia?
Artists. I mean, you got a lot of Chicago artists wearing it. Like Easy, he a brand ambassador for the brand.
Okay,
So
he always got it
he
on.
always got it on from
Yeah.
hats to hoodies and stuff like that. Cypher Sick, another one. Salute the bro, because he been supporting me for a while.
Yeah,
With hoodies, you'll see him every now and then. Hoodies, hats, and stuff like that.
Yeah, we had a show at the Piazza, and I noticed he had the Bears joint
Yeah,
on.
he had the
yep.
he did a video with Fuego Bass.
Okay.
And he had the hoodie on.
Oh,
so,
okay,
he was like,
yeah.
man, that hoodie came just in time because I guess he bought a hat that
Okay.
was navy blue and orange. And
Okay.
he tapped in for the hoodie, so I got them together.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I've noticed it, man. That's a great idea to have a brand ambassador like Easy, man, because he
Most
put you on the
definitely.
map, bro. Because his stuff, that video he just dropped, man, it's fire, bro.
Yeah,
that video, it's
that
already got. I think he just dropped it. It's got over 2,000 views on it
Yeah.
already. I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Salute to bro. He working.
Yeah, he is,
he
man.
working.
He is, bro. He is cold artist, man. So Black Militia with Ray Hrobowski. We talked about this. We talked about this, man. What's the journey to Black Militia, and what is the meaning behind it?
The meaning behind it is so it started back when the looting started.
Okay.
And I had to get my kids from the city.
Yeah.
So I'm on the way back, and they seeing all this looting and everything going on. So I sat in the garage, and while I got them together, because that was a crazy day.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
everybody, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of, it was surreal.
Bro.
So
I was going into, well, looting happened a couple different times, and I was going into work a couple times, and this was like it bled into the morning. I started at 6 or 7,
Right.
and so I'm driving in at 4:35, and they on the street and they looking at me like, bro, you need to
go in the house. You need to go in the house.
up out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a crazy day, bro. But I was sitting in the garage. But you know what? It stemmed from the whole George Floyd situation. And that was tough. And then it's like, man, like at the end of the day, we were tearing up our own businesses though.
Yeah.
Like you got people out here just trying to come up, not really for the cause. They're just
Yeah.
trying to come up. Like, man, it'd be dope to have something to show what minorities go through on a daily,
Man.
but through the clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, man, it's a black militia, that'd be dope, because it ain't like we running around with guns, but we
Right.
militant with the clothes on.
Right.
Our whole culture originally was, we were a real militant culture, and now
Yeah.
we're really organized and clicked, and you know what I'm saying?
It was to a certain extent, I would say some of it was organized, man, but like they did such a number on the black community, man. Even gangs started out, a lot of them just as organized. It wasn't too, it wasn't all about violence. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying gangs are good. I'm just saying like a lot of that didn't start with violence, man, and beating up each other and killing each other.
Right, but they take all the leaders away.
Yeah, man.
So that's what happened when you ain't got no leader.
Yep.
Everybody just running amok.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that's what's happened to our culture in general. They trying to keep the black man out of the household.
Yeah.
It's very, I mean, you see black families, but it's not nowhere like it. You go back in the 90s, it was a black family together all the time.
Yeah, man.
Fast forward now.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Yeah, here and there. It's I would say it's more of a narrative than that's actually painted. You know what I'm saying? Like the narrative that's really painted on, media, man. It's funny that I got you in here, bro, because I've recently had a lot of thoughts about just the black experience in general. And, it's people out there that'll say, oh, racism's dead and this and that. Like, they try to sell you. The same people, man, that are racist will try to sell you that it's dead and that it's not happening no more.
Right.
And they call Black Lives Matter was painted. Not to say it was painted. I do think that there was some fishy stuff going on with that. But like COINTELPRO, man, where they would take people and they would, to discredit your movement, the government takes people and puts them in the streets. So you got people hollering Black Lives Matter, but then you have people that are put in the streets to discredit the movement. So it was people out there, man. It was videos I was watching during that movement that was showing, like, where did this dude come from? Like, he's not a part of any organization.
Yeah, kind of like it was staged.
He busting windows and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, man. It was pallets of bricks that was placed out in certain places to where, and so a lot of that stuff, man. And then they looked at it and said, "Oh, see, look, Black Lives Matter." Like, but bro, like Black Lives Matter is not a movement. It's a statement. It's just saying like, y'all don't think my life matter, but it does. To me, that's what it is. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump in your story. I just got a lot to say about that.
No, we can talk about that all night.
Yeah, man, I got a lot to say about that, bro. Because I put up a video around when the riots were going on, just about my experience, man. It's like, dude, I've had a crazy experience when it comes to, do I say racial injustice or just growing up around people that don't look like me?
No, it's both. It's a mix of both. It's just racism and racial injustice. Nothing's really changing. It's just more masked.
Yeah. We talked about your name a little bit. And I like to, just because I know people, I did put your name in there, Hrobowski, and I know some people, they might tune in and just be like, yo, man, what is...
Right.
So you have Polish roots.
Yeah, my great-grandfather.
Your great-grandfather.
Yes,
and how does that play into your experience?
It played into my experience a lot professionally.
Okay, yeah.
Interviews and stuff like that. they expecting something that it don't turn in.
Yeah.
But I still get the job or whatnot. But it's like, oh, how'd you get that last name? Where'd it come from? Type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know the real meaning, like, how'd you get that last name from?
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. You probably got your foot in the door because of Hrobowski. No lie. No lie.
You got to use it to the
advantage.
advantage.
You use it to your advantage. Yeah. Were you ever around your Caucasian family, or do you
No, my great grandfather, he passed when I was 3 years old, so I never really got a chance to meet him.
Okay.
Well, I met him, but I was little, so I don't remember. But I do have Caucasian family in New York.
Okay.
And I've never met them.
Oh, you haven't met them?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, if you did meet family, what would they think of Black Militia? I say this, man, because I'm around a lot of people, and when I say people, I mean people that don't look like us, whether they're Caucasian or Hispanic or whatever, man. And people have, especially in Chicago, have their thoughts. Chicago is so segregated and divided and
very much.
and racist. It is racist.
Yeah.
For it to be a big city, man. And I've had people from, my buddy I know from California, he moved to the Chicagoland area. He said, man, this is the most segregated place I've ever been to. And he from California. He said, for a big city, this is crazy. But like people, I think they probably would associate Black Militia negatively. So I don't know if I'll let you fully finish, but you were talking about you wanted to take our experience and put it on the clothing. So when you you design all of this.
Yeah, actually my partner, shout out to Rico the Great, as my partner behind the scenes. He's come up with a lot of the concepts. The first logo that we came up with, a lot of the he did this, the bulls and all that.
Okay.
He does the mock-ups. I do more of the placement work.
Okay. And do you get so he gets total creative what do I say, freedom, or do you have say so? You have say so.
Oh, I have say so. Yeah. So cause I'm getting into design myself now. So I'm coming up with stuff, and I can call him like, hey, I want something drawn up that looks like this. That's when he comes into play. Like, bro, I got you. Give me a week. He'll come up with the logo, and I'll set it up how I want it to look.
Okay. And then so when you do make a design like the Bulls or like your Black Militia, the Panther, what's your idea behind like taking the idea of Black Militia and putting like an upside down bull?
So we from Chicago, so we gotta incorporate the sports team, and it's like sports teams, because I've done Bulls, I've done White Sox, I've done Blackhawks, Bears. Yeah. But it's like we're not a worldwide brand, so we do got stuff with just our stuff on it, but we incorporate the sports teams because that's what's gonna catch the people's attention. Yeah. And then you start seeing the logo on the side, you start seeing the logo in different places, it gets more familiar with people.
Right. So it's more so like you like trying to be different a little bit, and this is Black Militia. So it's not militant per se.
Correct.
Yeah, it's not militant, but this is just our style. This is a style that this is ours. Okay, yep. I got you. When you decided to be a designer or decide to go into clothing, like I know, man, anybody that's an entrepreneur, anybody that's put their foot into any type of entrepreneurial adventure, it is an adventure. I can only imagine, you just had an idea. Right. You looked around and you had an idea, man. What's been your journey?
It's a lot that went into it that I had to learn, price-wise. Again, placements of logos, the certain prints that's needed for you to have real quality shirts and hoodies like that. Yeah. Fabrics, what works, what don't work. Especially with the jackets too, because I do the Letterman jackets. Yeah. You got to know the size and difference from here and overseas when they shipping stuff over there. It's a definite size and difference with that. So I had a lot of trial and error when it comes to that. Where to get your stuff printed at for the best price, because you got people who know that you don't have no experience doing that, and they'll take advantage of you. Yeah. So you gotta watch that too, because you'll be spending a lot more money. Yeah. But when you spend that amount of money, now you gotta sell this at a much higher price. Right. Than when you can, because there's a lot of quality printers who don't have a big shop set up or a storefront. There's a lot of dope people who do stuff out of a warehouse that's really good, and you're not paying the extra $200-$300 on your price.
Yeah, because they ain't got to pay that rent that somebody else is trying to pay.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And so you had this idea. What was your first step from idea to conception? Like, so you had the idea. Did you know that you wanted to call it Black Militia Inc. in the beginning?
I did, because I was in the garage. I came up with it, so I called my boy Rico.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cause he's he gonna keep it a buck if I'm tripping.
Right.
So,
bro, we ain't about to do that.
So I called, hey bro, I got an idea.
Yeah.
So I told her like, well, how you want it to look, and I described to him how I want it. I'm like, bro, just it ain't like the Black Panthers, but like have like an animated type Panther. He had something mocked up the next morning.
Really?
He had the logos mocked up.
So he was with it.
Yeah, he was with it.
He was with it. So you get the mock up, and then what's your first step? Are you screen printing T-shirts? Did you go straight to those?
No. I reached out to another associate who does LLC work.
Okay.
So I reached out to him.
Because you got to get the business first, right?
Shout out to Measy.
Yeah.
I reached out to him because that was Rico's man. So
okay.
He got me in tune with him, and I reached out with him, and we got the LLC stuff together. And once he finished that, and I got my EIN back, then that's when I started printing.
Okay, you started. So you got the business right first, and then you start. And then what was like some of your first prints?
I printed. It was a T-shirt. I had a red shirt with the mascot on the front.
Okay.
And I used red because red draws attention.
Right.
So I wanted to do, and then them basic Chicago colors.
Yeah.
So did a red shirt with the mascot on the front. I did a black shirt with this logo on the front of it.
Okay.
And then I did another black shirt, and it had a panther with a claw in the background with Black Militia on the back.
Okay, so you did start with just screen printing?
Yeah, just screen printing.
Okay,
that's what I started off with.
Yeah, because that's what you look, man. It's got to be. I would imagine that's what a lot of people start off with, because I don't want to say it's easy, because it's still not easy, but But like from there, you don't have, if you got an idea, you don't always have, like you said, finding warehouses to get the right clothing, and then that's on a different level right there, man. I forgot, what do you call that? Where it's into the, like it's like a patch into the jacket, which that's dope, by the way.
I appreciate it, bro. This is embroidered.
It's embroidered?
Yeah,
really?
This is embroidered, yeah.
Okay, and then you just it gets stitched onto the jacket?
Yep.
Okay. So you were doing
this it's called let me get the correct terms, my bad, brother. It's sublimation patch.
Sublimation, that's the
sublimation patch.
Okay. I was just talking to shout out to man, let me see. I dropped it off my table. Shout out to my man, Disbelief, man. My man Ron Shields of Disbelief Vodka. I don't know if you ever met him before.
No.
But man, I need to hook y'all up, man.
Right.
Because Ron Shields, man, he came through yesterday. Smooch Wallace, shout out to Smooch Wallace. Shout out to the Vibe Studios 219, man. Vibe Studios 219. You got First Lady Mary Selena K. Rock Truth. We rocking truth and we ain't rocking nothing. And then you have my man Smooch Wallace. Who is Smooch Wallace? He's our artist. He's our creative eye. Clothing design, man. And he's actually going to be starting a podcast with me early next year. And then we got my man, Life Coach Jeff, Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. Shout out to my man, Jeff. And then we have me, the V&O. We are ordinary people with extraordinary stories. Hey. Shout out to the Vibe Studios, man. Vibe Studios 219. But we had the photo shoot for Smooch Wallace yesterday. My man, Ron Shields of Disbelief came through. And, man, the dude is dope, man. He has a clothing brand called Rich Clothing. And he was just he's the type of cat, man, that wants everybody to know, like, how I'm doing this. Like, and man, when I tell you, like, if you have an idea for a design, he would be great to talk to, because he got so many years in the game. He could tell you what outlets to go. My man has a leather bag. He walked in here with a leather book bag with baseball stitching on the side of it.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, with the BR logo stitched into the leather book bag. He has a distributor to do that. He has people to print it for him, and then he could go ahead and sell it. But he got crazy ideas. I've had so many people come through this podcast. I just had the idea while I was waiting on you. I said, man, I need to do a mixer or something. Like, and get everybody everybody that's been on the podcast, man, because, like, everybody don't know each other. I'm in the what I like to call the Shop Talk 7. Shout out to Shop Talk 7. Get This D and Mediamonics. I'm in the Shop Talk 7 network. Okay. And so I meet a lot of artists and stuff like that. But outside of that, I also know other people from other networks, and I've had them on this podcast, and I would love to bring them together so that y'all could all meet each other, man, and just throw ideas. All these creatives and artists to throw ideas back and forth.
I'm down with that.
I'm thinking about doing that, man. I need to talk to somebody to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Because I always think whenever I have people sitting in that chair, like, man, it'd be dope if he knew like such and such, or they need to get such and such together, them two together. Yeah.
It's a lot more collabs that need to happen with designers that can make some dope stuff happen.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And your designs and his know-how and ideas, bro, like you talking about, man, I love to see that on a black leather book bag.
That'd be great.
And he know how and who to get it from and the right price. But shout out to Disbelief Vodka, man. He's gonna be on here. Actually, I might try to get you on here with him next year. I already got him scheduled for like I think the 3rd week of January. But dope dude.
Oh
man.
yeah. I definitely type in.
Yeah, dope dude, man. Yeah. But yeah, man. You have these T-shirt ideas, and then so after you had the T-shirt idea, how did you find your first? You said you went to your guy. You said you had some, a couple ups and downs, like, you found a distributor and then people try to get over on you. What was your first experience outside of doing T-shirts?
As far as
like just get it, because so when you did T-shirts, did you do a mass order? I don't do any clothing whatsoever, so I don't know.
I did, yeah, because I had a event, so I was trying to get the shirts printed. It was an event coming up that an artist had. I was like, man, that'll be the perfect setup just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I printed off about 60 shirts.
Okay.
20
So
of
that's
each,
a good
20
shot.
of each design.
Okay.
So they had
you
people
three
had about
designs?
people had a variety to choose from.
Okay.
I had about 60 shirts and about 60 hats.
Okay.
2 sets of hats. 1 set was white, 1 set was black.
Oh, you ventured into hats too.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah.
So you had to get the hat stitched and all of that. Did you have somebody to do that, or how did that happen?
I got in tune with somebody, because first, again, going back to the name, the first people I had set up to do the hats had the price layout and all that, and I guess their manager has to approve everything, and they turned us down.
Really? Yeah. I was gonna ask you that, because
they were out in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that happened, that was kind of like, man, I'm just getting started.
Yeah, and you don't have any ill thoughts towards behind your brand.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So after that happened, I had to call my man Rico and let him know what's going on. So I'm like, bro, this will happen. Like, all right, let me make some phone calls, and he linked with somebody in the city.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Who got us together.
Yeah. So
at a much cheaper price anyway, so it turned out to be a blessing in disguise.
That's cool, man. So your first experience was somebody turning you down because of your name. Mm-hmm. Wow, man. Wow. Like did you get a quit in you?
It wasn't a quit. It was more of a disheartening thing, like, because your name, you realizing, like, all right, so when you getting stuff made, now with certain vendors you can go to.
Right.
You know who to go to and not go to VN-wise to get stuff made.
Yeah.
Because everybody who was printing off the tees, my first set of tees, they were all African American. They were all brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have them problems. But then when you're dealing with these people, because I'm online looking for embroidery companies for hats and friended to them and just seeing their pricing and how it worked. I'm like, I'm gonna roll with them. Yeah. Then to get that call 3 days later after we going over placement, I was like, all right. But I had to sit there because I was heated. I
bet, man.
I was heated, bro.
I bet, because you know what's in your heart with this brand.
Yeah, and I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was at work. I was already having a horrible day at work, and then I got that call, and I had to go to my car. I was like, bro, I got to settle down. I couldn't be around nobody for a second. It was just too much at that time.
What did they say to you, or was it an apology, or was it?
No,
was it an email?
Our manager wouldn't approve it because the Panther looks like it's displaying violence. The mascot got a knife in his hand. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's there. This one on the side. This one on the side.
Hold on, man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. That's the same logo.
Okay.
Same logo that's on the Instagram.
I guess.
Yeah. Panther was displaying violence and all that. All right, I'm not finna go back and forth with you people.
I like to know what they have, like some things that they have printed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I like to know, like if you're gonna turn me down, let me see some of the prints that you have done, and I bet you, guarantee you, that you probably printed somebody's mascot pirate with a knife in their mouth because pirates have knives in it.
Something for like the gun shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They matching hats and all that. I'm like, man, it was a blessing in disguise because I got the hats done. It was like $500 less.
Right. Okay. And then so you did that. That was the hats. Did you use the same people when you started venturing into jackets and stuff like that?
No. So the jackets, actually, it's a guy in Australia who takes care of those.
Shout out to Australia.
Shout out to Australia, man. Yeah, the jacket straight from Australia.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So you could get it shipped. You telling me that you getting jackets shipped where they being printed there also?
Yep.
So printed and shipped for cheaper from Australia than you would from here. Okay. Yep. Okay. That's crazy to know, man. I wouldn't even think that. I wouldn't even think that. So you venture into that. Have you had any designs that just like, man, this ain't working out. This just failed?
I did a purple and black tee. This was probably first or second year starting. Just trying to mix and match some colors.
Yeah.
So we did a purple and black tee that wasn't that hot. I didn't really feel it when it came out, but it ended up moving. Women like purple. Yeah. So they didn't eat those up exactly, but they moved after a while. I try to put it in the front of the table. Yeah. Then mark them down. All these shirts 35, but these 25 just to get them out the way. So I at least break even on these. Those didn't work out too hot, but yeah.
We were talking to your wife earlier, who's in the studio with us, and
hey, baby.
Yeah. And she was just talking. Man, it was dope to hear like that she's behind you and she's supporting you. She even said, we were trying to get the Facebook links and stuff worked out. She said, I'm his secretary, and I was like, man, this is dope to have that kind of help. It's dope to have that kind of help. How does she feel? It's some money that's got to go out. When you first, this money got to go out, and then like money ain't coming right back in. Right. Was she supportive with that, and like, or how? What was not so much. You ain't got to say whether she was supportive, but how did that conversation go? With her when you were like, hey, I want to start this clothing brand. I think it's gonna mean something. What was it like?
She told me to go for it.
Really?
Because I remember I brought it to her. And I told her I was talking to Rico about it. And again, my boy Rico is probably one of the dopest, besides design, one of the dopest artists in the city. From murals to portraits and all that. Yeah. And we've been best friends probably over 20 years. Okay. So when I told her what I was interested in doing with it, she was telling me to go with it because she know how I feel about hats. Right. I'm a big hat person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So she was just try to just keep you. So I just kept her in the loop of what was going on.
Yeah, yeah.
But I appreciate her because, again, when I started and I was doing all this moving around, it was an adjustment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I got kids. Right. So I'm doing all this moving around. I'm trying to word it the right way. I had to take into my thought process that she with them. Yeah, right. Because that caused issues, too, when I'm just, I got this but it'll be something random. Yeah. Oh, you want to come to this event? And it's tomorrow. But she got something to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that caused friction, but we've talked and I try to communicate with her really thorough on things that are going on. Yeah. And that's helped.
Yeah, because it's all new, man. Yeah. So you figure if it's all new, like
it's a adjustment all around.
It's a big adjustment, and you have to be at a lot of, in order to get your brand out there, it's probably a lot of, just like we talked about, I saw you at Sinatra's, shout out to Sinatra's, man. Yeah. His induction into Chicago music, Chicago hip-hop.
And he, like stuff like that, like had 1 million people in his face that day. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted bro to see my face. Hey, I'm here to support you, dog. That's all you need to do sometimes is show your face, let them know you in the building.
Right. Yeah. It's probably a lot of that, man, just to get your brand out there, making sure that it is. Would you describe it as a hip-hop brand? Or would you say, or hip-hop is just...
It's crazy. It wasn't initially set up for that.
Right.
But it's kind of turned into that because a lot of rappers are attracted to the hats and the jackets and the hoodies. And
it's
stuff
original, man.
Yeah, so it's drawing that type of attention.
Yeah, yeah.
So
shout out to Easy O'Hara, man. We got one design right here. Oh, wrong one. That's Easy, man, with your Bears. Is that Easy? That's Easy,
that's
right?
Easy, yeah, that's Easy in the picture.
That's
shout out
easy,
to bro.
Yeah. So when you what was your idea behind this? When you just wanted to do something in Chicago, you wanted to do the Bears.
Yeah, because we did Bears hats and stuff like that. I'm like, man, we might as well put it on a hoodie. Bears was getting all that hype with Caleb coming and all that. You know, Paul's coming to town.
Right.
But yeah, so that's how that idea came apart. So we already had the Bears hat with put the claws in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you when you have these designs, do you have to clear those designs through anybody, or do you change one thing?
I change it. That's why we flip a lot of stuff upside down, add stuff to it.
Okay.
Or we'll do a socks, you'll see claws through it, or it's upside down with a paw print in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. Now did you have to, that's another thing, man, like, did you have to look into that type of stuff, like, so you don't get that cease and desist letter? Or like,
It's certain teams like the Bears, like the Cubs and the Sox. They don't really trip too much about that.
Yeah.
I don't mess with the Blackhawks like that.
Really?
Yeah, the Blackhawks, they will send you that. Actually, the guy who makes the hats and the tees, we did a Blackhawks hat about 3 years ago, and we were making it, and he called me. And he said, look, because he got in trouble for that.
Really?
So he like, hey, I did some Blackhawks stuff a while back.
Yeah.
And he made some T-shirts with the Blackhawks logo on, and he used to go, the people that go in front of the stadium and stuff.
Yeah.
So he did that.
So he was kind of more so, I don't want to say bootlegging, but
but they got him because it had his company's name on the sleeve.
Okay.
He had the company name on the sleeve. So he got one. He was like, hey, if you're doing anything Blackhawks, be careful because they look at IG pages.
Really?
And stuff. They look for their hashtags and anything.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got to get like brand licensing and stuff like that. That probably cost a fortune.
Yeah, but he said other than that, because he put me on game, like, and salute to him, and rest in peace. He passed not too long ago.
Oh, wow. So, rest in peace, man.
He put me on game to a lot of that as far as us using the sports teams.
Okay.
So he don't want to let me like, hey, you can use the Sox, you can use the Bulls, Bears. They don't really trip.
Yeah.
Do not mess with the Blackhawks.
Yeah. Because like you said, you are changing it.
Yeah.
You are changing it. Have you had to look into any other like, licensing or anything like that? Have you run into what other like issues would you say that you ran into with this and on this venture?
Oh man. People trying to get shit for cheap. Excuse my French.
Oh no, you fine. Yeah.
People trying to get stuff for free.
Yeah.
That's another big thing.
Yeah. Oh, bro. I bet, man.
Are you selling and people trying to? Oh man, you selling 45? Let me get it for 35. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to my man. I want to get his brand right. But me and him sat here and talked about this. My man Derek is. Oh, I know the name. I know the name of his company. The name of his company is Brilliant Blocks. Okay. And Derek does everything. He does real estate. He does all kinds of stuff. But, I don't think people talk about that enough when it comes to entrepreneurial efforts. Is you got to make money. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Vibe Studios 219, you know what I mean? Hey, man, if you want a podcast, come in here. So you get some people like, I want a podcast, so you come in here. But you got to be like, bro, I pay rent every month.
Right.
So this, I'm not gonna overcharge you, but it's gonna be a charge. If you want to use the space, you're gonna have to pay for it. If you want us to do things for you, you got to pay for it.
Right.
What's been how do you get around that, man? Because it's not as easy as it sounds. Like talking to him, I was like, especially family and friends, because those are a lot of times your first customers. Mm-hmm. What did you have to tell them? Was it hard for you, or what?
No, I said it was hard at first.
Yeah.
But then it's like, fast forward, you got to look at the effort that you putting in to drive. They not with you driving around.
Yeah, y'all ain't in the gym shooting with me, man.
They not sitting on the computer with you trying to come up with concepts. They not on there you posting content every night.
Yeah.
They not making the layer sheets that you got to present to these stores when you're trying to get into the stores. They not doing all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So throwing events to get people together and cookouts and all that, they not doing all of that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna change the price. It is what it is. You can move around.
Yeah. Everything, everything costs money.
Yeah.
Like everything. Bro, you use gas to get out here to this interview.
Right.
That's why I'm
Exactly.
interested in like pushing your brand and making sure like people to see it so that you have something to show them so that they can support you and buy something from you. I understand.
Right.
I think it's a lot of people, man, that they either number one don't understand or number two they understand and just don't care.
Right.
Damn, I don't care the money that you spend on this.
People are naturally takers though. So
yeah, man. I think as far as us being humans, I think that comes first. It's like let me get.
Let me see what I can get.
Yeah, let me see what I can get. And people don't care. And I'm with you, man. It is a mindset that you got to have to be able to tell people like, nah, it don't work. Like, oh, come on, man. People really will. You got a lot of people that really will press, man. They'll press. And if you, because I'm one of those people, man. I want to do well by people. I want to do right by people. But I had to get the mindset too, like, nah, man. Like even to the point of working in Chicago, man, my regular job, my normal job, I'm an iron worker. So I work hard, bro. I get dirty, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably taking a couple years off my life with some of the stuff that I breathed in. And so like after all of that said and done, I get, buddy who's standing outside the gas station and he want $1, and it's like every day though, bro, I give you $1. And then I'm like, I work for this $1, bro. Like, you know what? You want $1? Come back to work with me. Let's see what you got. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you got to get a mindset like, man, I can't just give this away to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's for me, it's hard, man. I don't, like you said, for you, maybe it's not as hard now but for me.
No, it's not. It's kind of, the journey has kind of made me a little more stern to stand on.
Yeah.
A lot that you mean stand on, because nobody's gonna take your vision more serious than you. Yeah. And I've had to learn that. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
people along the way that were with me, and it's like I look at it now, like, oh damn,
he ain't here no more.
Oh, okay. But I still gotta I gotta keep it moving.
Yeah.
It gotta move forward. You can't worry about that.
Right.
It ain't nothing personal. So I gotta keep it moving.
Yeah.
Because I've worked too hard to get where it's at now to turn back and just stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
you ever get that feeling in your gut? God, I gotta get rid of these. I gotta get rid of these. Like I put all this money out because like this ain't dope, bro. Like you don't get fronted. You gotta pay for this shipment of jackets. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so especially with jackets, because that's probably the most expensive thing. Yeah. So I used to get jackets in bulk, but what I do now, okay, I'm not gonna have them in bulk. People like it custom because they want their name on it or they wanted a certain color. So with the Lettermans, okay, y'all want Lettermans? I'm not gonna get them in bulk. They all custom. So they one-on-ones. People like to feel special. Yeah. So I do my jackets, the Letterman jackets like that.
Okay.
So I might do the Bombers in bulk, but I'm not the Lettermans, those personal, that 3-week turnaround time.
Oh, so you have a distributor that lets you order, really?
Australia.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Has that 3-week ever been a problem for anybody, or like I need it right now?
No, it hasn't. Because I give them a heads up. Like I post pictures of everybody who orders a custom jacket. I post a picture of it, and I always let people know that it's 3 to 4 week turnaround time.
Okay. Man, because I like to really delve into the business. When you have to order, like say your Bears hoodies, you got to order them in bulk. Do you have to order those in bulk? Like the
hoodies, I do.
You do. So like, say, how many do you have to get at one time?
Like a minimum?
Yeah.
A minimum probably like 12.
Which is still like, I would imagine it's not 100, but it's still probably not. Is it easy?
What do you mean?
Nothing's easy, I guess. But is it to unload this stuff, man? Is it like? Do you ever have a problem trying to unload it or trying to work up the hype? You know what I mean?
You have to. So stuff like the Bear, it's about timing. So like the Bears hoodie, I had those made, I want to say like 2-3 weeks before the season started.
Okay.
So like, all right, everybody hyped up about the Bears.
Yeah. The
week the season started, boom. Post a picture. Yeah. Easy already had it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need that season finna start. So by the first 3-4 weeks, all your hoodies gone.
Oh, because I got left out. I
No, I got you. Bro.
You got me, yeah.
Yeah, I told you.
But I mean, but initially, and I don't mean to say that against you. I'm just saying, like, hey, man, get it while it's hot.
Yeah.
Because I remember I saw it and it was hot, and I was like, I need that.
Yeah. So I was in the process of getting some because they were gone, and I was getting some reran. That's when I reached back out to you, like, hey, man, I got some larges now. If you ever need one.
I'm gonna come back and get that, man. I almost forgot about that.
I got you.
Yeah, I'll come back and get that. Even though. I'm getting it to support you.
Yeah, I appreciate you, guys. I appreciate you.
You and you only. I ain't gonna say too much more about that. Let's just know that I'm disheartened with what's going on with our home team.
Yep.
But
we'll be all right, man. We got next year.
Yeah, right,
we used to say, we hate hearing that, but
Bears fans always looking forward to next year.
Yeah, man. They'll get it right one day.
Yeah, they will. Chicago sports teams in general, man, you always looking forward to next year. I don't know what's going on in Chicago, but yeah, I'd imagine that. But yet it's still, man, even if you're not supporting the team, like it's still a style. You know what I'm saying? It's still a dope style.
Yeah.
It's still a dope. If you don't mind me asking, is that a weed leaf that's on the?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is. So this is a lifestyle thing.
Yeah, that too.
Right. Okay, so you got that, and then so what's been the hardest thing to figure out when it comes to like clothing and just getting into this business?
The hardest thing to figure out is how to get things in a bigger store.
Okay.
Without having problems.
Yeah. So are you in any stores?
Yeah, I'm in Dress to Impress in Dalton.
Shut up, you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah,
that's
I got
dope.
hats in there.
Yeah, really?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Shout out to Sam.
Yeah, that's a smart business deal because now if you want to talk about marketing, I don't know if they still do it, but I know Dress to Impress does they have their own commercials and whatnot.
Yep.
So like now that's one less marketing deal that you have to do because they're Dress to Impress is marketing themselves to get people in there, and when they get in there they'll see your stuff.
Right.
Your stuff. So you
crazy you bring that up. I gotta stop by that next week.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So I gotta switch some materials up in that. And the thing with getting in the stores too is like you gotta figure out what you want to put in there.
Yeah.
You know, so I went in there with some regular truckers with the logo, and then I hollered at Sam because there was some stuff in there that didn't move. And he was like, hey, bring some of that sports stuff.
Yeah.
I should have did that from, like, Sam been working there forever.
Yeah.
So he like, bring some of that in here and we'll switch stuff out.
Okay.
And that stuff is what moves in there.
Okay.
The Sox hats and the Bulls hats, that's what moves in
there. Yeah, because it is, man. It's a real, like if I walked in there and I saw that, no doubt. Like I gotta have it because I don't know where to get this from. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Have you put money into marketing like on Instagram or Facebook? Or
yeah, I do
like
that. Ads all like at least once every other month.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because it's right now, man. I'm kind of seeing, even with this podcasting thing, man. Marketing and ads it's a big deal. I'm getting to the point I had to build a product first. Right. You know what I mean? So this is the product.
Yeah, it's crazy what the marketing does, and it's crazy who you never know who's watching.
Mm-hmm. So
I was a huge Dipset fan, and I had a red hoodie posted. What? Hell Rail commenting on it.
Y'all snap? Okay.
Next thing I know, I need some stuff. Got hoodies. Couple hats. It's crazy. Took a picture, sent it to me.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So he did. I think you had a picture. You know what? Well, let's finish this one first because I wanted to show that jacket, the Jules Santana jacket that you got. Mm-hmm. But did you reach out to him like, hey man, you take a couple pictures in the gear, or did you see him?
Oh, Hell Real?
Yeah.
No, he took it and put it on his story, and he added me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope. Did you get anybody that hit you up from that?
Not from that one. So what happened? It's his name. What is his buddy name? Dorian.
Okay.
He runs Vamp Fit with Jim Jones.
Okay.
And he started liking stuff.
Really?
So I tapped in with him too. I was like, hey, if you send me the size, I'll get you together.
Yeah.
So I got him together with some merch. And Easy had a show, it's that last summer, with King Streets.
Okay.
And Fugo Bass, now King Streets, he with Vampire Life Records.
Yeah.
He did a freestyle on I-95. BM had on.
Really?
Yeah. That was
That's
crazy.
Bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to a lot of people now, and it's all off Instagram.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd talk to him in my life.
Really? Yeah. You know, I say that, man. I just said that in the interview I had on Thursday. Dope interview, man. Dope interview. I grew up listening to some alternative music.
Okay.
Like alternative music. So we had a show we do live shows. Vibe Studios 219, we'll all go and do a live show. Or the great part about being in a group with 4 people is if 2 of us can't make it, 2 people are still there. If 3 of us can't make it, 1 person will put on the show.
Right.
But we've been doing shows with Power 92 with Shondell.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and so we
salute
did
to Shondell.
Yeah,
too.
shout out to Shondell, man, for one dude, man, is really will reach down to bring people up. You know what I'm saying? Because who am I? You know, that's the way I feel. Who am I? But doing this live show with Shondell, and we're doing live interviews on the spot. We got the Vibe 219 or Vibe Studios 219 banner set up behind us, and we just do interviews, man. With some of the artists we see at a lot of different shows we do, and then so it was this cat. His manager came over, and he was like, "Hey, you know, can we do an interview real quick?" I said, "Yeah, man. Bring him over here." He's like, "Here, come and meet him." So I went to go meet this artist, and then we were on our way back over there. One thing about these live shows is, number 1, it's a music show, so it's noisy.
Right.
Number 2, it's crowded. Right. So like when I say we set up, bro, we got the cameras like you see. We usually take Jeff's cameras, take those Canons over there.
Over there.
We got switchers set up, we got mics set up,
okay,
and we got internet box. It's not easy, you know what I'm saying? But one thing is power, trying to find power. Number 2, once you find the power, it's always gonna be somebody hovering around it that's either gonna kick it out,
right?
Or like people stepping on the cord,
right? People in the way,
yeah, in the way. So I bring the guy, the artist his name is Lemoyne Alexander.
Okay.
Bring him over, and I have a point to all of this too. I like to tell stories. So,
good, bro.
So I bring him over to the table, and somebody had kicked the power out of it. Something had happened, so we weren't able to interview Lemoyne. And so I asked him, like, what do you do? Let me listen to some of his music. I was like, oh snap, it's a black dude. This is alternative music.
Right.
Like, this got to be an interesting story, and that's what I do. I'm ordinary people with extraordinary stories.
Right.
So man, I'm like, okay, well, let's set up. Since I feel bad because we couldn't do an interview. Let's set up a live interview. He's like, oh man, that's cool. So then his manager was like, hey, y'all want to meet Crucial Conflict? I was like, yeah. So his manager take us right in. We meet Crucial Conflict, man. Like,
that's dope.
Yeah, through his manager. Yeah. And then it was Jeff's mom. She came to the show. It was her birthday. And you don't understand, man. Jeff is my second cousin. His mom is my first cousin. So I grew up with his mother.
Okay.
And she, anything music, like current music, current at the time music.
Right.
My parents showed me the old school stuff.
Right.
She and her sister, they knew all the new school music. Right. So Crucial Conflict, she grew up with that. So man, I'm talking about she was excited. She was excited.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
And they still move around the city.
They be moving around the city, man. I get this cat Lemoyne in here. I'm thinking, he's going to talk about his alternative music. And he's like, yeah, so I started out my journey, I used to produce. I was like, oh, who you used to produce for or with? Or who did you produce for? He said, oh, man, Teddy Riley, R. Kelly.
Oh, wow.
Bro, so I'm sitting across, he got inducted into the California Music Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he had produced, he was talking about Twista and Lazy Bone had beef, like they wanted to kill each other, and
I've heard.
Yeah, some producer wanted to do another producer wanted to do a track with them, so he's the one that brought them together. But at the time, they was in Nap. Lemoyne was up in Michigan, and they still wanted to produce this record together. He drove all the way from Michigan to Nap, and he said, "Bro, when I walked in that studio, he said it was tight." He said, Lazy had all his people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Twista had all his people. He said they was about to kill each other. He said, bro, I started to put that song together and started to lay everything out. He said, and then our tensions just fell. And I forget the name of the song, bro, but if I said it, you would know it. This dude produced the song that brought these two cats together.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So I say all of that to say, the great part about this journey, man, is when you do start this journey, whether you designing clothes, doing a podcast, you rapping.
Right.
You never know who you gonna meet.
Exactly.
Yeah, you never know who you gonna sit in the room with, man. You know, and this journey for you started in what, 2021?
2020.
2020.
Yeah,
So
late 2020. Yeah.
Late 2020. So you've been doing it for 3 years, and already,
Yeah.
you didn't have, like you said, Joel Santana, Hell Rail,
Jim Jones. I did a jacket for Jim
Jones.
Yeah.
Jim Jones. Speaking of which, let's show that. So that was, you said something. Can you explain this? Just tell us about the design.
So, Joel's, this is his stuff. So
Yeah.
ICFMF is I Can't Feel My Face. That's his logos.
That's dope. I never heard of that.
Yeah, I Can't Feel My Face. They got the weed strand and everything
Really?
for that, and he used the babies. So he walk around with the babies.
Ah,
as the
yeah, I
packaging.
seen that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's his stuff. That's
Really?
Joel shit. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So did he reach out to you, or how did or
No,
you just?
I reached out to bro at VanFit.
Okay.
Because Joel's was supposed to do a show out here first week of December, and it got canceled. So I was just trying to have some for him when he came out here.
Yeah.
So I already had that made. So I just reached out to Dorian. I said, hey, bro, I made this jacket for Joel's. His show got canceled. He's like, oh, send it. I'll get it to him. Not a problem.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. So did he like it, or did you get any feedback from it?
I had a feedback next week when he get back in town.
Oh, so this is recent.
Yeah.
Oh, he gonna like it.
Yeah, I just shipped that.
Yeah, that's
last week.
dope, man. That's dope. That's dope. I can't wait, man, here's the thing, man. I've had all these people on my show, and I'm just waiting for like y'all, like something big to happen to where I could also get in the room with some of these people. Not to you,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
mean,
I
like,
got you.
dude, like a lot of times, man, like, and it's already happened. I can't lie. I just told you about Lemoyne, man. It's already happened with people that just be like, hey, man, come over here. You know, man, it's been an experience, man. It's been an experience. I told this story. I tell stories. There's ordinary people with extraordinary stories, and you've told some stories. But I started this podcast with 5 people. And y'all, we talking about the journey of like entrepreneurship and like why it's worth the journey, even though you have some heartaches sometimes, man.
Right.
I started this podcast with 5 people, and one of them was my man Spencer. He was married to my wife's little cousin.
Okay.
And Spencer was very talented. Spencer did YouTube videos. He did music production and all stuff like that, to the point where he was doing, I think he's done some videos. He had done some music videos for Twista. But like anybody that's in this space, it's surreal until you get in the space, and then it gets real and you realize like, yeah, it's cool, but it ain't always, cool. Like you still a regular guy, you know what I mean? So he started this with me, and good at what he did. He gets a call from Vegas. His cousin started working in Vegas, and he goes there, and it's this dude, man, he didn't know that the dude was a millionaire at the time, but he's a millionaire. He does real estate in Vegas, and he asked him, can you do a couple videos for me? I'll give you the short version of the story. Fast forward, now he lives in Vegas. He heads the dude's podcast. He's the main producer for this cat's podcast, man. And this dude has sent me pictures of he's sitting down, man. And he got a picture like right here. It's T.O.
Oh wow.
Yeah, T.O. bro.
Yeah,
he got if you know anything finance, he said he didn't know I call him his boss. He's not his boss because really he has his own company and he does the production for him.
Okay.
So he said the first thing they did was they went to FinCon in Texas, which is like Comic Con except it's financial.
Okay.
And so he goes to FinCon and he said he was looking around, and he's from the hood, man, so he knows some of these people, but like the majority of the people he don't know walking around FinCon. He said one dude that he did know, he said, is this little Asian dude, and he said he walked up to his boss, and it's Robert Kiyosaki, and Robert Kiyosaki wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. And,
wow.
Yeah, and Rich Dad Poor Dad is a book that it's taken a lot of people from zero to hero. You shaking your heads, like it's a lot of millionaires that have read that book. This dude is a multi-millionaire. And he was like, yo, man, you know Robert Kiyosaki? To the point where the big part of the story, he said, when I figured out like, oh, this dude's the real deal. He's in real estate in Vegas. He said he had bought some real estate just out in the middle of nowhere. And I can say it now because I think it's public knowledge, I think, for the most part. But he bought this, his boss bought this real estate out in the middle of nowhere in Vegas. I always forget his name. It's Ryan. I don't know how I forget his name, but he got a major YouTube channel.
Okay.
So anyway, he bought this property out in the middle of Vegas. He was like, he took all of his production team's YouTube team, like these cats that do his videos and stuff. He was like, man, I just wanted to show y'all this, and just wait, it's a story behind this. And he was like, bro, why did you buy this land on a rock? He said, it's Vegas, it's, so it's in the middle of the desert.
Right.
He said, so bro, he said, I flew back home, back to, he lived in Indiana. He said, I flew back, he said, and then when I flew back out there, he was like, hey, Spencer, come in, I want to show you this real quick.
Right.
He said he go in his office, and he found out that where he bought that land at, it was in the middle of where Elon Musk wanted to build Tesla homes. And so now Elon Musk is reaching out to him like, yo, I want this. So I'll give you this hundreds of millions of dollars to buy this plot of land that you got. And he said, nah, I don't want your money. I want the relationship. So
right.
Fast forward, man, this dude is about to be in the room with Elon Musk.
Oh, wow.
This dude, bro, Spencer was broke. Spencer, it's great. I love to see it.
That's a dope story.
Bro, his dreams came true, man, going out there. He don't mind me saying, because he'll say, bro, Spencer was broke. Spencer didn't even have a car. Bro, I flew out to Vegas because I'm a podcaster. So now I got to see this studio you talking about that everybody's been in. If you know Fresh and Fit had just been in this studio. Any major YouTuber that you know, man, they've been in this studio, and Spencer's been right there. Matter of fact, Spencer is doing so well that people are sending their people to Spencer to find out how he's doing this podcast for Ryan.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he's helped me a little bit too, but also, he said, bro, you want to know something? He said, I was sitting in this office, and at that time, I flew out to Vegas to go see the studio during this past summer. And so I'm sitting in the studio that I've seen his podcast done in there. All these people have sat in, and I look at this board that they got, and it's got all these famous people's names on it. Mike Tyson, Shannon Sharp, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, is this like, like your board of goals? He's like, oh, no, all these people are already confirmed that they come in. Get out of here, bro. I said, that's wild, man. He said he was sitting in his office and Mike Tyson, he heard Mike Tyson out there talking, and he go in the lobby and Mike Tyson standing outside. Said, hey, Ryan, this is great, man. I want to come on this show. And, yeah, bro, it's dope, man.
That's dope, man.
It's dope. And I like to tell this story, man, because, we never know when it's going to hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You never know, man, when Black Militia is just about to, when you get that call to be like, hey, man, I want to buy the whole company. I'm going to pay you $100 million, and you better be like, here you go. you can have it.
Sell it.
You can have this. Right. But, man, I love to dream, man. I say dare to dream, and it's always good to see somebody's dreams coming true. I wish I knew. How come I don't know Ryan's last name, man? I forget Ryan's last name, but his man, my man out there, he got a Beamer, he got a Tesla, he got living in a fat crib in Vegas.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know when it's going to come true. But, man, on this journey, man, you never know what's going to happen. What has been your most exciting thing to happen thus far? Have you already said it, or what's been the most exciting thing that happened to you on this journey?
The most random, exciting salute to Easy again. It's my birthday. It's 2 years ago, and I ain't really had no plans or nothing like that.
Yeah.
And Stove Guy Cooks was doing a performance at Soho, and he's like, oh, you got the invite, because I done did some work. Jacket wise and stuff like that for him, and he invited me out to that, and that was a real dope experience.
You said in Soho?
Yeah, in Soho.
Like New York?
No, the Soho House in Chicago.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, they were out here.
Really?
And so that was a dope experience.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen, man. And you just doing designs, man, for people, but man, your designs are dope, bro. And I
appreciate it.
Yeah, for real, man. I see, when I see Easy in them, man, again. See Easy in them, bro. I'm like, yeah, this gonna hit.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
This gonna hit. Yeah, not it feel kind of self-serving, but I was like, let me get him in the studio. I wouldn't do it. They'd be like, you got any media or any podcasts you've been on?
Yeah, I got you, bro. You already know.
No, I just honestly, man.
It's a few exciting. I mean, back to your question. It's been a couple exciting things. That's one of them. Then I randomly met Benny the Butcher.
Really?
Yeah. So I went to his show, and show over with. Me and one of my guys went, and I look up at the stage, and when I work, I'm in management, so I try to help out, especially us, when I can, and give people a chance, especially with backgrounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So one of the brothers who was throwing the show was somebody I used to manage.
Okay.
And come up on the stage. I'm like, oh, okay. So I went and chopped it up because I ain't seen him in a while, and he's like, oh, bro. He's smoking.
Yeah.
So, like, hey, you want to meet Benny? I'm like,
Benny who?
Benny, what?
The Butcher?
Yeah, you want to meet Benny? So I'm like, yeah, bro. Nah, I don't smoke like that.
Yeah.
We'll never smoke with rappers again.
Yeah, no, bro. I just told somebody, bro. Rapper weed is different. You don't want to.
Different, bro. My guy had to drive home. So it was dope at the moment. It was exciting at the moment. I'm like,
it was dope, all right.
Smoking weed with
Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And by the time I get to the car, like, I can't even drive home.
Somebody told me, like, man, you don't want to fool with that, man. Rapper weed is different, bro.
It's different. But
they do this. This is a lifestyle for them. People talk about smoking with Snoop, man, and it's smokers that talk about smoking with Snoop, and he didn't put them on the ground, man. They couldn't even get up.
Snoop built different.
Right. He been doing this since he was like 12.
Right. Yeah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have ever known Benny the Butcher. Right now, Cypher Sick, man. Shout out to Cypher Sick.
Yeah, salute to bro.
But he does work with Griselda Blanco.
Yeah.
With music. What is that their production company's name or their record label's name?
That's the record label was Griselda.
Yeah, Griselda, yeah.
Record label was Griselda. So he did some work with Fugo Bases under Benny. So that's BSF.
Okay.
Yeah, so Cypher Sick, he worked. That boy worked.
Yeah.
Sick
man,
hard,
he be
bro.
man, he be
everywhere.
doing it, bro.
Yeah,
doing it, and his music is dope too.
Yeah, it is.
I discovered Benny the Butcher, man, because I was it wasn't nothing. I was still working during the pandemic.
Right.
And it wasn't nothing else to do but work out. So like when the gym was open, so I was just surfing through music, and I was like, man, who is this?
Yeah, he crazy.
Bro, Benny the Butcher, man, like you talking about, like, man, he go wild with it, bro. Him, and then what's his other? I started branching out because I started out. I was listening to Freddie Gibbs because Freddie Gibbs, of course, is from here,
right.
from the crib. He from Gary, Indiana, which I was born and raised in.
Okay.
But I started out listening to Freddie Gibbs, which I vibe with. I wasn't just listening to him because he lived in Gary or he was from Gary. Music's dope.
Yeah.
So that kind of branched me out into Benny the Butcher because he did some work with Benny the Butcher, and then it also branched me out into Benny the Butcher. I think it's his brother.
Conway
the Machine. Yeah,
they cousins.
Yeah.
Conway,
dope music, man.
Conway,
dope music. But yeah, man, I'm assuming that everybody hasn't seen your brands, man, because you want to talk about. I could see them rocking a lot of this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got some merch to him that day.
You did?
Oh, most definitely. And the thing, I got some merch to him before I met him.
Really?
So I was out just networking. So I'm at the show, and I'm like, man, if I'm trying to I listen to Benny music all the time. I might as well talk to some of these people.
Yeah.
And 38 Special was there, and he was selling his merch. So I went and introduced myself to 38, chopped it up with him. And then I seen Benny's man, City Boy, salute to City Boy. Good dude. So I went and introduced myself to him because, like, when you talking to these people, like, I'm really a fan of music like that. So I be knowing what these people in the background do.
Yeah.
City Boy, he is BSF. He owns it. That's his.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went up to him like, hey, bro, I just want to let you know this is my brand, and this, that, and the third, but I know what you do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I know the work you put in. And
Yeah.
he showed love after that. So every time, I've been to like 3 Benny shows. If I see him,
Really?
he'll walk up to, what's up, bro? Like, he shows love.
Really?
All the time.
That's dope,
yeah,
man.
City Boy a good dude.
Yeah, that's dope. And now you talking about moving out of Chicago and having a New York connection. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Or are they in New York? Where they at?
Hey,
in
Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo. Okay, but still, like, it's still New York. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
People, but they're from there, but they're known worldwide.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, if you went to their Instagram right now, they've been all over the place.
Exactly.
Yeah, they put on concerts everywhere.
Yeah, so I got merch to a couple different artists under their camp.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, man, I gotta have a mixer, bro, because like you start getting people that he know with people that she know with people that you know, and now all of a sudden y'all got a whole new network.
Yeah.
Y'all got a whole new network, man. Bro, your designs are dope, man. Keep doing
Appreciate
what you're doing,
you,
man. I got that. I meant to bring my hat. I'm glad you brought some hats because I ordered the California the one with Tupac on it. Yeah, the one with Tupac on it, which is a dope hat, man.
I appreciate it, man.
I got a different kind of style, so like I wear it when I can. But,
I got you.
Yeah, but I made sure that I wanted to support and I got to get my hoodie, man. I got to get my hoodie.
This week.
Yeah. But y'all. Check out Ray's brand, man, Black Militia. If y'all want to know how to do that, we got his Instagram right here. So if they want to reach out to you, I don't think your number is on there, right? But they can.
No, they can hit me on the DM on Instagram. I got the number on my business cards that I pass out all the time.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so but usually just hit the DM. The website will be back up and running within the next month. So
cool. Okay.
They'll be able to purchase. I'll post the relaunch of it.
Okay.
Because I got to upgrade a whole bunch of stuff from when I first had it up.
Yeah. That's cool, man. So yeah, y'all please, man, reach out. If you like these designs, man. If you don't like these designs, go to the Instagram and check out all the designs because I guarantee you, man, there's gonna be something on there that you like, man. Artwork is dope, man. Artwork is dope. Y'all check them out, man. I'm about to get out of here, but I do want to hit one more thing, man, and that I'll leave that up actually. I do want to hit one more deal, and I hear you saying kind of what I go through and what every other entrepreneur people go through. V&O Productions is a company. V&O Productions, y'all, it is.
Right.
It is an LLC. It's a company. So this is a business.
Right.
But I feel one thing, and you've seen me do it. I do everything. And so like one thing I hear you when I hear you is like, yeah, I had to reach out to the distributor. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta update the website. I gotta. Man, salute to you, man, because I know that it's not easy. It's a lot. It's good to have somebody over here that's on your team with you, but even one other person on your team, bro, it's a lot. You've done a hell of a job, man.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, pushing a brand by yourself or by yourselves. You know what I mean? Like I know the work that's gotta go in because you doing stuff, man, that people have teams to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's for real, man. You got whole clothing brands that's got a marketing team, they got a design team, they got this. Y'all the marketing team, y'all the design team. You all of that. You doing the website, you know what I'm saying? You wearing the clothes, you selling the clothes.
Right.
You even said something about you the merchandiser too. He was like, oh, I gotta go in here and make sure that these clothes are put on the right shelves in certain stores.
Yep.
So yeah, man. That's cool, man. That's cool. Shout out to you, bro. I can't wait, man, till Black Militia clothing hits. Can't wait till it hit hard, man. It's already hidden. I shouldn't even say that.
Right. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait till it's like to where you can sit here and be like, hey Ray, what do you want to do with today? I'm gonna sit here and y'all go out and merchandise and y'all go out. Yeah, but that's dope, man. Shout out to you, man.
Appreciate
Thank you, man.
God. Thanks for having me on.
No problem, man. V&O, what you know, man. We are always and still ordinary people with extraordinary stories, man. Y'all check out Black Militia Clothing Company right here, man. If you wanna know where to get these hats, man, these jackets that he got, man.
Yes, sir.
Any of the clothing, man. Y'all check this out right here. V&O.
But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream? And we're just waiting in line to wake up? And most people think I'm insane. once you realize that all the shit you used to care so much about just keeps you a prisoner of your own mind.